Hello, friends. Welcome back to this new session of book reading Guru Leela, Volume 5 Dimensions Beyond Horizons. Before we start today's chapter, we are recording this session on the next day of Hanuman Jayanti, and the entire Mohanji global family, we all had a very nice uh, chanting sessions, 24-hour non-stop chanting, where all our Mohanji followers joined from all over the world, and it was a really nice and blessed session. In Pune Center as well, we had a chanting session, and we also have a new member joining us in the Pune Center. That's Hanumanji. Jai Bajrang Bali. So, with the blessings of Bajrang Bali as well, we'll start today's session. Today's chapter is Birthday Blessings by Rekha Murali from India. Little bit about Rekha Murali, who is from India, is a counseling psychologist and educator who has been connected to Mohanji since 2015. She serves Mohanji's mission as a core member in various global platforms. Here's a very nice picture of Rekha ji with Mohanji. So let's start today's chapter. Birthday Blessings. Rekha Murali, India. This year of pandemic has been volatile yet transformative for most of us. We have all learned to let go, accept life as is, adopt to the new norm. Amidst all this, we are still going through turmoil, upsets, emotional upheaval, and loss of positions, and relationships. It was no different for me. The year did not begin well, as I had lost my dear brother in law to COVID, and it was not easy. I was helpless, watching my sister go through the pain. I was also going through a state of helplessness, and fear crept in on the impermanence of life. Apart from these, there have been many more compelling tests that I am not comfortable articulating. I was being pulled into a vortex of emotions. Although my dear Mohanji stood tall, looking after me and guiding me, I was deeply involved in Acharya activities and was in a hyperactive mode, flitting from one activity to another along with my regular work. This empowerment by Mohanji as an Acharya kept me going, and I remained connected with my only source, Mohanji. I was steadfast and consistent with my Acharya work, was involved in all global as well as country programs, and for Shivratri conducted and for Shivratri I also conducted conscious gapless breathing for 5 days in a row. I mention this because it brought many pent up issues that needed clearing to the surface. Soon we fixed a date for my son's marriage for the end of March. So I was in a flurry of activities, planning and organizing the happy yet simple event amidst my other work. But I still found that I was emotionally being pulled down and would be in a frenzy in my alone time. I felt I was progressing very well as an acharya, but at the same time, every few steps forward, I was also regressing a few steps backwards. February dawned, and we, the testimonial team, had just finished editing the fourth volume of Guru Leela. I wrote a long message about my state to Mohanji, and I did not get any reply for the first time. Naturally, this upset me further, and I was in knots. The only thing that kept me going and balanced was the activities that I was involved in. Keeping myself busy always gives me satisfaction, and that was the saving grace for me. I somehow did not share this state of affairs with anyone, knowing that Mohanji had my back and would walk with me. He is my all, every aspect of mine comes from him and merges into him. It was also my birthday month, and 19th February 2021 was a memorable day etched in my heart forever. The previous day I was in turmoil and extremely upset due to some personal issues, and more than that, it was the culmination of the state of mind from the previous months. CGB, that is conscious gapless breathing, also aided in this process. Ultimately, I had a complete breakdown of sorts. I burst out crying amidst prayer to Mohanji to help overcome this mind and its affairs. After the tremendous release through this bout of crying, I recognized that it would not help me and that I would have to pull myself up and approach everything with a positive outlook. Setting the alarm for 4:30 a.m., I tried to sleep and promised myself a good birthday year ahead. I promised myself a fresh start, pressing the reset button. Adding to this, I heard the delightful news that Mohanji wanted to speak with me. He was in Mumbai preparing for his trip to Turkey. With barely any sleep, I woke up cheerfully to do my Kriya and my other practices. The Kriya practice was powerful and a huge cleansing experience. I felt the blessings of Mohanji and I received a download of some verses in Tamil. Tamil is one of the regional languages in India, which took me by surprise. I quickly noted it down after completing my Kriya. I wanted to share that I am not proficient in this language and that I can only read and speak. The words were new to me, but I wrote them down in English to not forget. This was indeed my first birthday gift for the day, as these verses were soon transformed into a beautiful song by our dear Manaswini and converted into a lovely video by Neelu Vepu with the blessings of Mohanji. I was in a positive, happy frame of mind with a blissful feeling of Mohanji's presence within me and a heart filled with gratitude. Soon I got a text message from Shubhashri that Guru Leela 4 was officially released by Mohanji, that I would get a signed copy of it. The book reached me precisely a month later, that is 19th March. It was a huge blessing, my second birthday gift. Unfortunately, developed a severe migraine out of the blue by mid morning. It was a raging tsunami, and I could just about pray to Mohanji for help, request for a Maitri from dear Shama, and crash between bouts of vomiting and crying. At that point, it did not matter if Mohanji would call or not because my physical pain caused by the mind had taken complete control. Tossing and turning, every sane moment was a plea for help to Mohanji. The biggest blessing of all was yet to come. Early in the evening, I was praying to Mohanji to take me away when I was at my worst physically, and the thought sprang up. I am born alone and will die alone. I brushed it aside thinking thinking it was a play of the mind, and the mind wallowing in self-pity and loneliness. Just then my phone rang, and I heard the familiar deep and loving voice at the other end, apologizing for not calling in the morning. It was a call I had been waiting for, and Mohanji's voice was a balm for the tired soul. Tears flowed, and I don't remember if he even wished me for my birthday or if he knew. All that I remember was saying thank you and the message he conveyed. He told me I could ask him one question, and as usual, I had none at that time. But he kept speaking. You are born alone and will die alone. You don't have anyone in this life. You have earned me in this life. Stay connected with me, and I will take care of you. He also removed, so the Mohanji's message, I think it matches with the thoughts that were going on Rekha Murli's mind, just in the last paragraph that we read. You are born alone and will die alone. Isn't it amazing? Continuing the paragraph, he also removed my anxieties regarding my son. He said, your son is a fine young man, and you let him be. Be grateful to him for choosing you as his mother. He apologized for not messaging me earlier as he wanted to speak with me and said he had telepathically sent a message in the morning. As usual, the dunce that I am, I could not recognize. And when I told him, he said, doesn't matter, it will relieve itself. I wished him the best for his trip to Turkey. I went straight to bed soon after in a daze, and after the wonderful Maitri Vashama had a fitful sleep. The next day was a rebirth for me, a new I. I wondered why Mohanji called me that day and soon realized the connection was made to remove something from deep within me. I weighed myself that morning and found I had lost 2 kgs overnight. Indeed, a visible sign of his blessings. The few minutes had probably removed lifetimes of karma. Subsequently, vivid dreams in the past few months have revealed how Mohanji has broken some unknown patterns of lifetimes which I would have never been aware of otherwise. Through this, he has assured me that I am on path of liberation. This entire experience was a lesson on stability, having shaken me from the roots. The key was staying stable, steadfast with conviction, and staying connected with the source. Every wish I have is continually being fulfilled, however a subtle or commonplace it may be. Mohanji has given me everything, yet my heart yearns for his physical presence, although I am strongly connected with his consciousness. क्या करें ये दिल मांगे more, which means what to do, this heart asks for more. My heartfelt gratitude to you, dear Mohanji, for never leaving my hand. Great, isn't it? So next page is a lovely picture of Mohanji. That brings to the end of this chapter, Birthday Blessings by Rekha Murli. Next week we will start a new chapter, and I believe that's the last chapter of this volume. We'll meet next week. But before we end the session, once again, belated happy Hanuman Jayanti, and as they say, राम लखन जान की जय बोलो हनुमान की जय। हनुमान, जय श्री राम, जय मोहन जी। थैंक यू सो मच। जय मोहन जी।